So our first article for today is Caldermeade Railway System. The Caldermeade Railway System was located in the South Gippsland line in Caldermeade, South Gippsland, Victoria. The station opened on the 11th of November 1890, when the line from Torridon was extended to Loch. It was closed to all traffic on the 6th of October 1958. The station has since been demolished with no remains intact. However, the track still remains in a reasonable condition. And it is here in the world. Alright, pretty cool station. Small article to start us off. Next one is Kran Peninsula. Kran Peninsula, I don't know how to say all that, is the heavily indented peninsula forming the northeast extremity of Leigh Island in the Palmer Archipelago, Antarctica. It extends 2.85 kilometers, about 1.77 miles, in north-south direction, and 2.35 kilometers, 1.46 miles, in east-west direction, ending up in Moreau Point to the north and Nate Point to the east, and connected to the rest of the island by a 200-meter, 600-foot wide neck to the south. The feature is named after the town of Kran in South Bulgaria. Kran Peninsula is centered at those coordinates in British mappings in 1978. British Antarctica, some references. And here's what it looks like. So it looks like it's like that, you don't have a world map in front of you. I'll probably put one up here, but it's like that little, tip point in Antarctica towards the western part. Like a little tiny island there. Crazy, there's an article about that, but I mean, I guess it makes sense when, like, I mean, Antarctica's like another planet compared to the rest of the planet. But the next article is Ill Earth War. The Ill Earth War is a fantasy novel by American writer Stephen R. Donaldson, the second book of the first trilogy of the Chronicle of Thomas Covenant series. It's followed by The Power That Preserves. It's kind of short. Plot summary. Several weeks after returning to his world from the land, the leper, Thomas Covenant is taking a phone call from his ex-wife Joan when he falls and hits his head, waking to find himself back in the land, in the chamber of the Council of Lords of Revelstone. Angered by the fact that he has been transported away from reality, Covenant nevertheless believes he's once again experiencing a dream or delusion due to his head injury. His hypothesis is supported by the fact that the land has seen the passing of 40 years compared to the few weeks that have passed in his own world. The Nile Lord of the Council is Elena. Much later, he learns that she is his daughter, born of Lena. Due to the trauma, Lena was dissociated from life and reverted to a childlike mentality. Fully dependent on her family, Elena is now Covenant's summoner and shows no ill will towards her biological father. She and Covenant became close friends. Elena explains that the evil Lord Fowl has assembled a massive army with which he now threatens the people of the land. For 40 years, the Lords dedicated themselves to the study of Kevin's lore, training new students at the school at the Tree City of Revelwood. Only Moran remains from Lords of the Council during the quest for the Staff of the Law. I don't know what any of this is. This book does not make any sense to me. It's probably the sequel to another book. But we're going to move on from that one because it's a little too random. Cerveza Mocambique, Persian, born February 23rd, 1994. Is an Iranian professional basketball player and gold medal at Asian Cup 2012 Tokyo, in 2014 Wuhan, in 2016 Tehran. He has played for the Iranian national basketball team also as well. Alright, so he's pretty cool. He's 5'11". That's cray. See, what's our next article here? Lucas Anaker. In this Portuguese name, the first of maternal family names is Nunez, and the second or paternal family name is Anacker. Lucas Nunes Anacker, born the 22nd of September 1996, is a Brazilian professional footballer who plays as a goalkeeper for Greek Super League club Levadiakos. Born Rio Grande, but raised in Santa Cruz do Sul, both in the Rio Grande do Sul state. Anacker finished his formation with Internacional in September 2015. He moved abroad and joined Tercera Division side Vila Vias on trial. I'm like, what the fuck? Signing a contract with the club in January of the following year. Anacker made his senior debut on the 24th of April 2016, starting a 4-0 away win over Astor. He would spend his first 2 seasons as a backup to veteran Guillermo before becoming a starter during the 2017-18 season. After Guillermo retired, and on December 28th, 2017, Anacker moved on loan to Segunda Division B, Cybergos CF until June, a backup to Michael Cesar. He failed to make an appearance for the club, but still signed for fellow league team UD Ibiza in September 2018. Anacker became a regular starter on the Balearic side and renewed his contract for a further year on May 30th, 2019, during the 2019 to 2020 campaign. However, he lost his starting spot to new signing German Pareño, and on the 1st of September 2020, Anacker agreed to contract with a 3rd division newcomers at Zeneda UE on the 7th of July of the following year after suffering a team relegation. He joined UE Cornelia in Primera Division in 2023. July 24th, Anacker reached an agreement with CF Rayo Majadahonda, also in the 3rd division, to join the club, but signed for Segunda Division side AD Alcaron on August 3rd. Initially a backup to Chuz Ruiz, he made his professional debut at the age of 27 on December 11th, starting in a 1-0 away loss to CD Tenerife. This sounds very interesting. I'm not really a sports guy though, can't front. So who's this? Cerveza de Mocambique. Cerveza de Mocambique is a Mozambican beer brewing group, subsidiary of Anheuser-Busch InBev. That sounds familiar. Also known as InBev. It's a Belgian multinational drink and brewing company based in Leuven, Belgium. Is the largest brewer in the world, and in 2023 was ranked 72nd in the Forbes Global 2000. Well, they hold all the major Mozambican beer brands and controls approximately 94% of the Mozambican beer market. It brews over 2 million hectoliters of beer annually at its 4 production sites in Maputo, Beira, and Nampula. That's true in Maputo, apparently. History. The company was founded in 1995 after the end of the People's Republic of Mozambique in 1990 and the subsequent transformation to a market economy. The South African U.S. group Sab Miller took over 49.1% and the management of the company. The company was formed from the 2M Brewery, founded in Maputo in 1962 and nationalized after independence in 1975. And Manica Brewery from Beira, founded in 1959, also nationalized after 1975. In addition, in 2001, CDM took over the traditional Laurentina, which had been Mozambique's first brewery in 1932, and remained the market leader for a long time under its decline after 1975. As a result, CDM now owns all the well-known Mozambican beer brands. This was followed by modernizations to the facilities in Maputo and the construction of new modern brewery in Nampula, in the north of the country, by the German company Krones in 2009. So they are some old heads. They've been there for a big minute, huh? And in 2012, CDM introduced Impala beer, the world's first industrially produced beer made from cassava. This was intended to support the country's agriculture and reduce import dependencies, as well as bring a cheaper beer to the market. For production in Nampula, purchases are primarily made from regional smallholders who, until then, had faced production surpluses that could not be sold. In 2015, about 7,500 family farms in the region supplied cassava to Impala. In 2013, CDM expanded its Beira factory and increased manica production from 35 to 41 hectoliters. And in October 2016, Anheuser-Busch InBev merged with Sam Miller, thus indirectly becoming the main shareholder of CDM with 51.1% of the shares. Then in April 2020 was inaugurated the Marraquin Brewery in Marraquin District, the largest and most modern brewery in the country and in Africa. That is crazy. So Mozambique got beer. I gotta keep that in mind.